In a surprising reversal, Team Justin Baldoni has dropped their subpoena request from Taylor Swift. Now, of course, Blake Lively and most of the mainstream media is jumping on this as a win towards Blake.
This was the plan all along. It's a very smart way of making this information public, but I'm sure that they made a deal already before this whole process started.
Did Taylor Swift just destroy a decade-long friendship with one cold, silent move? No public outburst. No cryptic tweets, just one legal document and total silence, and suddenly Blake Lively's reputation imploded. On the surface, it looked like Swift dodged a subpoena, but beneath the headlines, it was a masterclass in strategy. This isn't just celebrity gossip, this is a legal chess game, and Blake walked right into the trap. In early May, headlines exploded. Taylor Swift was being subpoenaed in Blake Lively's legal battle with It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Fans panicked.
And she was pressured to give a public statement or to support Blake Lively in public. And if she didn't, Blake would leak 10 years of their private text messages together. As I said earlier today, this didn't give Taylor Swift much of an option, either she would support Blake Lively in public, which could be like PR suicide for her.
Critics speculated. But then, silence. Days later, the subpoena was dropped and Swift never appeared in court. Most thought it was over. But insiders revealed the opposite. Taylor's team allegedly knew about the subpoena before it happened. In fact, they quietly coordinated it. Why? Because the real goal wasn't to get Taylor on the stand. It was to expose Blake Lively under oath without Taylor having to say a word.
Essentially, this is the way I see it, is that she absolutely hates her. Blake was toxic. She was a narcissist in her life. She didn't say these words. This is my gathering, is that she was a narcissist and that over the years, it was all this stuff happening. It was chaotic being friends with her, and that it is just like a release that it's finally done with.
Here's where things turn dark. According to multiple sources, Blake Lively didn't just ask Taylor for support, she demanded it. Behind the scenes, she allegedly threatened to leak 10 years of private messages unless Taylor publicly stood by her in the lawsuit. Taylor was cornered. Support Blake and risk destroying her own credibility. Stay silent and risk public humiliation through out-of-context leaks. It wasn't just betrayal. It was strategic emotional extortion. But Taylor didn't panic. She didn't respond. She made one quiet move and let someone else speak for her.
Who wants their private text messages to be public? So what I think happened here, obviously, is that Taylor Swift's team agreed with Brian Friedman that he would subpoena Taylor Swift. They would file for it to get dismissed or for the subpoena to be tossed, whatever the legal term for that is.
On Valentine's Day, Scott Swift, Taylor's father, allegedly made a phone call to Baldoni's legal team. No press release, no drama, just a single message. Blake had pressured Taylor to delete messages. She was trying to bury evidence. That call changed everything. It gave Baldoni's lawyers the ammunition they needed to flip the script and protect Taylor.
She didn't support her. Blake Lively would release all these text messages, which could also affect Taylor Swift's career, like dramatically. I mean, there could be stuff in there, of course, that she doesn't want to get out there.
Suddenly, she wasn't a hostile witness. She was a victim of manipulation, and Blake was the one under scrutiny. Brian Friedman, Baldoni's attorney, filed a sworn statement. A legal affidavit that laid it all out, the threats, the deleted texts, the pressure campaign. And it became part of the court record, permanent, undeniable, and completely outside of Taylor's control. She never had to speak. She never had to post. The law spoke for her. Blake's name was now legally linked to allegations of coercion, and there was no spinning it away. The press didn't even catch it at first, but when they did, it was over.
And Brian Friedman made it a sworn statement. And when that happened, they didn't really need the subpoena anymore. And I think that's when they agreed that Brian Friedman and Justin Baldoni's team would drop the subpoena against Taylor Swift.
Then came the social fallout. Travis Kelce, Taylor's boyfriend, quietly unfollowed Ryan Reynolds on Instagram. One click, no caption. But in Hollywood, that's a bombshell. Then Selena Gomez stopped commenting on Blake's posts. Gigi Hadid, once inseparable from Blake at fashion events, unfollowed too. Sophie Turner distanced herself. And John Krasinski, gone. These weren't petty unfollows. They were calculated breaks from a collapsing alliance. When stars go silent, they're sending a message, and everyone heard it. Then came the quote that broke the internet.
There's one article in the Daily Mail with a source close to Swift saying this: "I wish I'd never met Blake. New humiliation for Lively as singer outs the glaring red flag she missed during their 10 years friendship."
A source close to Taylor told the Daily Mail she wishes she'd never met Blake. No metaphors, no lyrics, just regret. For years, Taylor saw Blake as a sister, a friend outside the chaos of Hollywood. But the truth, behind the smiles there were red flags: manipulation, control, a need to be in charge of the narrative. And when Taylor refused to play along, Blake allegedly tried to use her one last time to save her own image.
It's so funny how they're claiming that Justin Baldoni was the one who pulled Taylor Swift into this drama, while Blake Lively did nothing else than, except from, asking people to wear florals and promote her own products, pushing Taylor Swift while she was promoting It Ends With Us.
Blake's team didn't sit quietly. They went into overdrive. Magazine statements painted her as a misunderstood friend. Instagram posts with other celebrities popped up: Rob McElhenney, Caitlin Olsen, like she was trying to prove she still had friends. But it didn't land. It felt forced, desperate. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds, usually snarky, witty, engaged, went silent. No posts, no jokes, no statements, just nothing.
But take a listen to this.
Blake Lively is claiming that she and Ryan love doing life with this couple here. Rob McElhenney is the co-owner of Wrexham with Ryan, and Caitlin Olsen is his partner, I believe. But Caitlin and Blake don't actually follow each other on Instagram. So what do you guys think of this situation? Are they really doing life together? What a weird thing to say when you don't follow someone, and why are you, bringing up Caitlin in the first place if this is the case? I mean, I don't know. I can't even with these people. I mean, you'd think you'd want to check that before posting a story, but maybe not.
Who built his brand on being loud. His silence said everything. They weren't defending her. They were managing fallout. The subpoena wasn't a mistake. It was bait. Blake's team thought they'd force Taylor's hand, but they walked into a legal setup. Taylor never had to testify. She didn't leak anything. The statement came from a lawyer, under oath. That's what made it genius. No spin, no PR, just legal truth. Filed and archived. And by the time the media realized it, the damage was done. Blake Lively wasn't controlling the story anymore. She was the story, and every post, every defense, every silence only made it worse. This wasn't just a friendship ending. It was a calculated takedown without a single public word. Taylor Swift didn't lash out. She didn't air dirty laundry. She let the law do the talking. And while Blake Lively scrambles to regain her footing, Hollywood is watching and stepping away. Because when Taylor Swift plays the long game, she doesn't play loud, she plays smart. So what do you think? Did Taylor win with silence, or was this the coldest breakup in Hollywood history? Let us know in the comments.